She laughed when she saw the news, an empty kind of laugh that didn't reach her eyes. The senator's face filled the screen, smiling for cameras, hand on my daughter's shoulder. I didn't move. I'd seen enough faces like his. I'd read their eyes for a living. The phone rang once, then again. I answered on the third, a breath, then a whisper. "Daddy." He locked me in the basement again. 3 words burned into the silence. Again. Basement. Locked. I didn't raise my voice, didn't ask questions. I just listened. The air between us felt heavy, as if the world had stopped moving. I told her quietly, "Stay calm. I'll take care of it." She believed me. She always did. I ended the call and sat there, watching my reflection in the dark TV screen. A man stripped of custody, stripped of purpose, stripped of his own blood. The court called me unstable. My ex called me dangerous. They were half right. I reached into the drawer beneath the table and pulled out a phone that wasn't supposed to exist. No name, no number, just silence waiting to be used. When I dialed, no one spoke. No one needed to. "Asset compromised," I said. "Initiate retrieval protocol." And then, for the first time in years, I felt still. When the divorce started, she made sure to destroy me slowly. Every conversation became ammunition. Every flaw, magnified, polished, and presented to the world like a trophy. "He's paranoid," she told the neighbors, "thinks everyone's lying." "He's unstable," she whispered to my friends, "needs control." She told the judge I had training scars, that I'd forget who I was when angry. It worked. 18 years in the CIA meant nothing when the courtroom lights hit me. She smiled as the gavel dropped. Full custody. Full victory. I told myself to let it go. Told myself she'd protect our daughter better than I could. I almost believed it, until the calls started. Whispered ones. Crying in the dark. "Mom doesn't believe me. He gets mad when I talk about you." Then silence for weeks. Then, that night. The basement. The world thought I'd lost control years ago. But what they never understood was, control isn't about calm faces or steady hands. It's about precision. And I hadn't forgotten precision. I began watching, quietly, from a distance. Public records, property logs, security feeds. The senator loved his cameras, 16 of them. I loved his blind spots more. His driver liked to talk. His assistant liked to drink. Both liked cash. Patterns emerged. Thursdays, late-night calls to a consultant in Maryland. Unmarked deliveries to a private storage unit. And once, my daughter's GPS bracelet pinging from that same address. I didn't confront. I calculated. I built a file, the kind the agency would have redacted in black ink. Photos, timestamps, voice logs. Her, too, my ex-wife, smiling beside him, wearing the same ring I once gave her. The irony wasn't lost on me. By the time I was done, their life was mapped like a mission grid. Every password, every alias, every lie. All I had to do was press send. But I waited, because revenge without timing isn't justice, it's noise. And I wanted silence. When the knock came at her door, she opened it expecting flowers. She found me instead. She froze. I hadn't seen her in 2 years, but betrayal ages people faster than time. "I just want to talk," I said, calm, controlled. Her hands shook slightly. "You shouldn't be here." I handed her a manila envelope. No words. She opened it. Photos of her husband, the senator, with a girl half his age. Hotel receipts, bank transfers, and finally, the photo of my daughter in that basement, eyes swollen from crying. Her breath caught. "Where did you—" "Classified," I interrupted. "Level 5 clearance required." Her tears came fast then. Guilt, panic, realization, all folding into each other. "You can't." I already did. The senator's car pulled up outside. She looked toward the window, terrified. Tell him, I whispered, that everything he touched is under review by a task force he doesn't know exists. When I walked out, he was still smiling for cameras in his mind. He didn't yet know his life was over. By morning, the senator was missing. The headlines used words like disappearance and federal inquiry. The truth was simpler. I made one call, and old colleagues owed me favors. No blood, no violence, just a closed file under a higher clearance level. The judge received a sealed envelope the same day. Photos, transcripts. The custody ruling overturned without appeal. He read the words, classified, do not disclose. His hands shook. When he looked up, I was already gone. I didn't stay to see the fallout. Didn't watch her try to explain why her perfect husband vanished, why her world collapsed in silence. I took my daughter's hand, and we drove until the city lights became stars. She asked where we were going. Somewhere safe, I said. I looked at her in the rearview mirror, eyes tired, but free. I used to think revenge was about balance. It's not. It's about peace. The kind that only comes when you stop trying to prove your worth to those who measured you wrong. The road ahead was long and empty. I liked it that way. People say I'm dangerous. Maybe I am. But at least now, they're right.